Hello everyone and now welcome to a game here on Tide Hunters 1.2, Colorful versus Thunder, Human versus Night Elf. Thank you Dustwallow Dweller and all of you guys who catch my streams or catch my streams on YouTube as well. I believe the YouTube metrics are working. You guys liking my videos, subscribing on YouTube, making comments, all of that is posting and suggesting my videos to a wider audience. And with that, well, getting more views does definitely help. What are we looking at in this matchup here? Thunder opening things up with a sped built Altar of Kings. That Altar of Kings will be able to train up that Archmage slightly faster than Colorful's Altar of Elders, which will be a bit delayed. We are looking at an Ancient of War about to come on out. Keeper of the Grove most likely coming across from Colorful. Meanwhile, Archmage being trained up by Thunder. No big surprises there. Let's go ahead and speed things up to the 4x speed. Archmage should be popping around the 1 minute 45 second mark because of that speed build. And now we are already off to the races as the Archmage trying to use that 10-second, 15-second lead to get a faster start on creeping. All right, Archmage going after the Snarecaster, drops a Water Elemental, Militia being called back over. Crab's trying to set up a fast expansion, still training up a decent amount of Peasants, so a fast expansion is definitely in order. Plenty of Militia off over here. Footman simply hanging around in the back, watching this fight unfold before realizing, wait, I need to get in there. Archmage picks up a Ring of Protection +3 as a couple of Militia are going to finish off the remainder of this creep camp here. Archmage just shy of level 2. That level 2, such a key number for both heroes, being able to get Entangle and also being able to have Brilliant Sword to drop in more mana as the Keeper of the Grove does get to level 2 right there, and perhaps now gonna, well, see a little bit of pressure. All right, damage is racking back up. Are we gonna see, yep, level 2 onto the Archmage, and now going after the Treants as well. Could drop a second Water Elemental as well, as this could start to become a problem. All right, Archers joining in on the battle. Treants trying to go up against all of those units. He's no Entangle. Colorful trying to retreat back away. Archmage still racking up quite a bit of damage. Footman could try and hang back here. Both are just exchanging blows, but a Footman going to come in from the front. Is it going to be enough? Archmage unable to get the final blow off as the Keeper of the Grove able to escape at 30 hit points. All right, there's going to be two very low hit points Murlocs here to try and finish things up. Taking them down to get that free experience could be absolutely key. There's a detonation. One warrior down. A second warrior going to get taken down as well as the Archmage gains some bonus experience there. Keeper of the Grove able to retreat all the way back home, escaping that battle. 29 hit points. Remember that Keeper of the Grove's Entangle stops the auto attack of that Archmage, which is perhaps just exactly what he needed as the Archmage. Now, well, perhaps looking for some items to try and heal up, as he does not have an Arcane Vault as of yet. Instead, trying to speed build this Town Hall and set up an expansion. All right, Archmage is going to be a little bit worse for wear here. Water Elemental trying to perhaps catch up to that Keeper of the Grove. Little bit of damage, trying to just trying to push back off any sort of attacking. But yeah, Scroll of Healing should not be available yet. Trying to buy Dust of Appearance and perhaps Boots of Speed as well in order to get away from any dangerous fights. All right, more Peasants also being trained up here. Once this Town Hall is operational, the gold will be flooding in for Thunder, but he still needs to make up as he has the smaller army right now and is behind in tech. Tree of Life already upgrading the Tree of Ages, while Thunder still staying at tier 1. Keeper of the Grove looking to finish things off here. We're looking, well, trying to finish off the Nightcrawlers and some other units here. Keeper of the Grove will perhaps get up to level 3. Meanwhile, where is Archmage? Archmage coming back across on the other side and venturing forth, even though he's relatively low on hit points, trying to shut down Colorful's expansion attempt before it gets up and operational as well. So Thunder being very aggressive with that Archmage, able to find that Tree of Life, shut it down. And now what is happening here? Trying to use the high ground advantage perhaps, and now retreating back with those footmen. Now based upon what we're seeing here. Once ThundeR or Colorful gets to tier 2, Colorful may try and go for a Panda, as there are just so many footmen here out on the battlefield. Archer simply trying to run on by here. There goes a quick entangle as that Archer trying to get in enough damage here. Is it going to be enough? Keeper of the Grove going to finish things off. No deny. Keeper of the Grove now at level 3, opening things up with level 2 entangle, and that is just going to pick apart these footmen even further. All right. With this footman now getting picked apart slowly but surely, perhaps an alchemist would be the better follow-up hero instead, since there is going to be that eventual transition away. Is ThundeR going to lose that footman? Yes, he does. And that's just been the way the game's been going. Colorful keeping track of how many auto attacks does it take to kill a footman with entangle. And I believe one more, yep, takes it down again. And now going to finish off the Archmage. Archmage uses a Scroll of Town Portal down to 9 hit points and is able to escape. All right, no, Panda's still going to be the hero of choice, as the Breath of Fire perhaps going to put pressure onto this expansion and perhaps try and shut it down. A lot of low hit point footmen off around the map here. Meanwhile, the Archmage is sitting at level 2, did use a Clarity Potion and a Scroll of Regeneration, and picking up from the Arcane Vault here as the tech to tier 2 has begun. Panda going to be coming across here. Arcane Tower finding that Panda and deterring any sort of Breath of Fire. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove looking for some easy targets, does not find them. Alright, Archmage sitting at level 2. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, Boots of Speed plus Boots of Speed, as well as the Panda, even though it is out here onto the battlefield, has not made its presence known yet. When you have that earlier hero level advantage, the tech advantage to get that second hero out, you really need to be able to capitalize on it. But Reommended has not been able to do so, as ThundeR has been able to continually put in more and more pressure. Panda going to be coming across here. Ancient of Lore could end up getting, not going to get taken down, as the Ancient of Lore nearly completed. Panda could try and get off some Breath of Fire damage across all of these units, as a retreat is in order. All right, heroes are trying to go around every which way. Keeper of the Grove could rack up more damage onto the Archmage, entangle onto another footman, and Colorful has just been trading 75 mana for footmen throughout this match, and has been effective in gaining a little bit of experience time and time again. Keeper of the Grove taking down another footman there, and now heading back perhaps to try and catch ThundeR, as ThundeR gets a Panda of his own. All right, a little bit of damage again. It looks as though the footman going to take 1, 2, 3 shots. He should end up getting taken down now, adding up more damage onto the footman. Footman finally gets denied there, but the Keeper of the Grove is still dealing significant damage. Panda, sitting at level 2, finally picks up Rune Bracers, and also has a Goblin Shredder in the mix as well, in order to try and improve all of that lumber harvesting. ThundeR, however, looking very strong with his economic advantage, now sitting at 44 supply over 66, having the economic advantage even though he is still behind in terms of experience. These two giant sea turtles will get taken down. Archmage is at level 3. Panda gonna stay at level 1. There's a Breath of Fire. Not quite sure who got the experience there, as a low hit point Panda, or low hit point footman, able to dodge a bit of damage there. Entangle now going down onto another unit again, as the Keeper of the Grove just continually punishes his opponent for trying to go footman. More and more footmen continuing there. Are we going to see a bit of deny? Yes. No deny at all, as a water elemental going to get taken down. Keeper of the Grove trying to back away, perhaps going to get another entangle off. There's a Breath of Fire across both sides, as the Panda now in a bit of trouble. There's Scroll of Healing to try and break free, as the Keeper of the Grove now escapes away at 90 hit points. Panda, both sides continuing to engage. Are we going to see enough mana? Oh, Potion of Invulnerability instead. ThundeR able to stay alive, as the Brewmaster down to 450 hit points for Reommended. And, ThundeR down to 70 hit points on his retreating Panda, who is also healing back up. Archers going to continue to heal here. All of these Moonwells are bone dry. I don't see... there's the Ancient of Wonders. I don't see a Moonstone anywhere, as the Keeper of the Grove has fallen at level 3. All right, that Keeper of the Grove was low on hit points, was trying to dance around, unable to catch up, as the Panda, well, tries to, well, punish his opponent here, perhaps prevent him from creeping. He knows that he can't do all that much, and he doesn't want to risk his own Panda as the archers finally come out onto the battlefield. All right, Dryads, however, defend, now throwing up those shields, preventing a lot of the damage from these archers right here. Meanwhile, the Archmage is trying to go after and finds an archer there. Panda still continuing the battle here. There's a rejuvenation on the Brewmaster. He's able to be in that front line spot as archers continually just getting picked apart by the Archmage with a little bit of range damage once again. There goes a little bit more damage of rejuvenation onto the archer as the Panda now sits at level 3. The archer is going to be back up to full hit points as the Druids of the Claw now at mastery are going to be able to transform into bears and finish off some of these creep camps. All right, low hit point Footman easily going to get taken down, but by the creeps, not giving the Panda any additional experience. All right, one Druid of the Claw still staying in Druid form for a bit of, well, healing if necessary. Panda looks like he sold a couple of items there, taking down that last Reef Elemental. Panda sitting at level 2, Archmage sitting at level 3, Keeper of the Grove waiting to get resurrected, about 75% done, as the Panda picks up Ruined Bracers, a useful item in order to negate some of that Breath of Fire while in that front line position. Now, what is Colorful's overall long-term strategy going to be? We can see ThundeR is sitting in low upkeep, but he doesn't have that big of a supply advantage at all, considering that his army is only 3 supply larger than his opponent, and you have to add in the fact that having additional bases means that you have less, well, you have more workers in order to keep those bases operational. 62 supply compared to 50, but ThundeR, if he's able to continue to build this lead, will be able to join in on the fight with a larger army and perhaps a decent number of items as well. We're looking at ThundeR, who is maxed out on items with plenty of consumables, and here we are going out into the battlefield trying to, well, shut things down. Archmage finds a Druid of the Claw as he's backing away. Meanwhile, off to the north here, well, sorceresses are now starting to join in on the battle as well. We could be looking at a third base being built up by ThundeR as a couple of Dryads and Archers scout out ThundeR's main base here. 68 supply compared to 72. ThundeR finally breaking into the well into that low upkeep and should be able to get quite a bit of, get quite a bit of a supply and size advantage. All right. Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to get cleaned up here. Archmage going to stay at 4. Brewmaster most likely will stay at 3. No double level or no level ups at all. Coming across here as ThundeR, while using the Scroll of the Town Portal to head back home to perhaps try and save the day here. Treants now trying to make their way back over. There goes an Entangle onto a Peasant. A quick Dispel Magic, finishing things up once more. Down to the south, Archers and Dryads causing a little bit of poison damage onto the Spellbreaker, even with that medium armor. Not going to be able to stick around all that easily as the Archer, or all those units now backing away there. The Goblin Zeppelin holding that unit and that Spellbreaker, who should be able to live and fight another day. ThundeR with a decent size supply advantage. Now 51 supply compared to 38, but Colorful does have a decent size bank. And Colorful's a squadron of Dryads and Archers off to the side to pick off reinforcements while putting pressure on the main base here. Quite interesting. Colorful now being forced to retreat back here. All of these Druids of the Claw are going to be able to teleport back as some Ivory Towers now being placed down to stop any sort of, well, any more of these shenanigans. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability needs to be picked back up, but we saw decent amount of Breath of Fire racking up damage as the expansion of ThundeR needs to get retrained and rebuilt. With that said, ThundeR already reinforcing his expansion here at the 8 o'clock position, and it will soon be, well, 2 bases to 1 as Dust of Appearance being left behind here. All right. One Spellbreaker, even with that medium armor, having a bit of problems. Now trying to go after more units. Dust of Appearance, well, Dust of Appearance is right there, Dryads are now trying to get away. Archmage now able to get there. One more fireball should be able to finish it off. Dryad gets taken down. Dust of Appearance can still be picked up as the Brewmaster now heading back off to the north. Scroll of Town Portal gonna get there, perhaps trying to shut down this Keeper of the Grove. And Remind is still just doing a great job with a lot of these hit and run tactics. Tree of Life has entangled this gold mine, but is not at full saturation yet, as the Archmage brings in an Ivory Tower as well. But that may have actually accidentally closed off any positioning for the heroes to get in from behind if this threat happens again. All right, there's another Ivory Tower being placed down there, upgrading to Guard Tower, upgrading to Arcane Tower. Quick Dryad could get taken out. Perhaps adding in some Masonry upgrade would be helpful. We're looking at 71 supply compared to 49. Colorful doing an absolute superb job of staying in this game, even being behind economically. All right, Panda now coming back across. Are we going to see some Breath of Fire? There you are. Breath of Fire is blowing things over here. And this is where the Masonry upgrade really needed to be had here. Arcane Vault quickly taken down. Guard Tower is quickly going to be taken down here as we're looking at another Breath of Fire pushing on through. Keeper of the Grove now sitting at level 4 and now continuing all of this pressure still. Scroll of Town Portal coming back in, but how much of the base is destroyed before that the retreat is going to happen. Keeper of the Grove, Breath of Fire, or Staff of Preservation for the save here. Units are all trying to retreat back. Arcane Tower could get taken down. No. One diligent peasant able to keep it alive, at least for now. Meanwhile, Dryads, a small, welcoming party being left behind by Remind, constantly catching and, well, perhaps putting pressure on these Spellbreakers and other units as they're trying to make their way out. And this small collection right there has really changed things up, as the Dryads may try and once again do the same exact thing, be outside ready and waiting if any additional units are trained up again. Colorful, however, his expansion, we're going to see Breath of Fire finishing off all of those wisps right there. Beautifully done. Well-timed Breath of Fire taking down those units. Meanwhile, we're looking at massive repairs onto that Scout Tower. It is not going to be able to be repaired. More repairs underway. I guess they are on auto repair right there. There's a Breath of Fire trying to finish off the Guard Towers again as they are continuing to poke peasant after peasant, slowly getting taken down. As we're finally seeing ThundeR say, you know what, I don't want to just constantly trade and exchange blows. Let me see if I can finish you off myself. Mountain Giants continuing out here onto the battlefield. Dryads trying to finish off this town hall here as it is going to be one base mining on both sides here. 5 minutes left from in these main bases here. All right, coming back across, Goblin Shredder can easily get taken down. That is going to be easy pickings as the Panda now tries to find all of these units here. There's a Breath of Fire across multiple units. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. All of ThundeR's units are currently missing their targets pretty regularly as even the creep camps are joining in on the battle, trying to defend the Night Elf base. Breath of Fire pushing on to, again, Staff of Preservation. Move that Druid of the Claw back about 50 feet, but still out of harm's way as more damage still getting racked on up. Mountain Giant with the constant taunts, able to absorb a large amount of damage. Meanwhile, Rifleman turning back around, trying to focus targets onto the Panda, who's now down to 300 hit points after that, draining a Moonwell. Archmage could be in trouble, does have a Potion of Healing. He is still absorbing quite a bit of damage. Archmage uses the Potion of Healing, able to stay alive, and now continuing that fight, battling around here. All right, Dryads down to 18 hit points. They're able to stay alive. Breath of Fire coming back across. More Breath of Fire coming back across the other way. Mountain Giants just acting as giant pin cushions, able to absorb so much focus fire with that medium armor as the Dryads hope to, well, stand back consistently. All right, we're looking at a Mountain Giant down to 193. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No, we are not, as the Archmage is still somehow alive in this battle. Needs to get healed back up. More additional units, and there goes the Keeper of the Grove. All right, changing things around. Archmage down to 145 hit points. Keeper of the Grove falls at 100. Falls as well, as you got to remember the Mountain Giants. The reason why they're able to absorb so much damage is they have 1,600 hit points. The Keeper of the Grove, even with heroic armor, having to have a bit of difficulty. ThundeR now still continuing to fight his way through, has multiple potions of invulnerability, as we're looking at the Archmage, who should be able to continue to stick around in this battle a little while longer. All right, Rifleman pretty much getting taken down. There's another Breath of Fire too. More damage being absorbed. Was that Spell Steal of Rejuvenation onto a Priest right there, as the Archmage is still somehow in this battle. ThundeR having Rejuvenation as well, able to stick around in this fight far longer than he should, as we're looking at a Mountain Giant about to get taken down again. Mountain Giant, or Panda and Archmage, both sitting at level 5. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Priest showing up out here onto the battlefield, going to keep the heroes alive, the 2 level 5 heroes alive a little bit longer, as the Druids of the Claw are in that frontline position, and they're starting to take a little bit too much damage as well. All right, there goes one Druid of the Claw. Are we going to see more Druids of the Claw getting blown away as well? No, they're trying to back away, as the Dryads can easily abolish magic and finish off these water elementals here if they just had enough mana. Panda continuing to push on through. Riflemen trying to shoot their way out of all of those Dryads, and able to do a little bit of that, as Colorful finds a big Breath of Fire with no Drunken Haze to finish off all of these low hit point sorceresses. All right, another Breath of Fire coming in from Colorful could be the difference right there. There's a large collection of casters. There goes 2 sorceresses taken down, as the Panda of Colorful now gets up to level 6. All right, Panda of Colorful perhaps going to try and buy a potion of mana, and with that, having Earth, Storm, and Fire as a possibility stalls ThundeR's aggression. With that said, though, he is still running up on 3 bases, and he's going to be able to bounce back from this 74/96 supply. He's just regrouping, getting more units out here onto the battlefield, training up units with dual barracks and dual arcane sanctums. All right, perhaps trying to buy some scrolls of healing as well will be enough, as the Archmage is ready to push on through as well. Panda sitting at level 6. Armies don't realize how close they are against each other. 46 supply army compared to 74. 57 supply army compared to 40. If you just look at the army sizes, as Earth, Storm, and Fire come online. All right, Earth, Storm, and Fire. All right, we see Wind walk on Storm as he's trying to hide away. It looks as though Fire is already going to get taken down. Earth could get taken down there. Earth could get taken down. Storm just gets blown away right there, as Earth is taking quite a bit of damage. All right, where is he going to try and go next? He does not have actual mana, so the Spellbreakers do not do all that much. Meanwhile, the Brewmaster trying to get in front of that Keeper of the Grove. Remember, the Panda does not have access to his items when he's in that Earth, Storm, and Fire mode, as the units are now trying to come back every which way. A little bit of heal, 65 supply compared to 96. ThundeR having the supply lead still, but Earth, Storm, and Fire. Brewmaster is back around here, gonna go ahead and get off a Breath of Fire, blow over one of those Riflemen, and now perhaps end up getting surrounded, only to see the Keeper of the Grove with a Staff of Preservation for the save. No Drunken Haze on the Keeper of the Grove. He's able to back away. Meanwhile, Treants end up getting taken down. A little bit of heals on all of these sorceresses here, and a Tome of Strength +2 being left behind for some strange reason. Not quite sure what that is about. As we are now looking at the Archmage getting up to level 6, and with Mass Teleport on the table, able to be everywhere it wants to be. All right, Mass Detonation coming back across. Archmage not going to be able to get out of this easily any longer. There is a Scroll of Town Portal, however, on the Brewmaster, and a Potion of Mana. Archmage still regenerating quite a bit of hit points. This expansion is going to end up destroyed, and with this expansion gone, well, no, perhaps Colorful will be able to save it. There's a big Breath of Fire right there. Scroll of Healing to try and counteract some of that damage. Keeper of the Grove now coming back across here. Keeper of the Grove could be able to get up to level 5. Staff of, nope, that's going to be Mass Teleport to try to get away, but not going to be able to do it. Potion of Invulnerability being used. Level 5 now on the Keeper of the Grove. Entangle stopping that. A retreat, as ThundeR now being forced to use, well, that Scroll of Town Portal in order to head away. ThundeR still with plenty of mining off on these bases here. This mining just got started. This base is completely open, as the Tree of Eternity now making its way over here to the bottom left. Militia is scouting out of this position, trying to build a couple of scout towers and stopping this Tree of Eternity from doing very much. Coming back across here, Dryads once more acting as a welcoming party against all of these units trying to come in from the Arcane Sanctum, and that has been perhaps the way Remind has been able to pick off his opponent. Sorceress able to, however, dodge a bit of that there, as the Tree of Eternity is going to be engaging and taking down these scout towers. All right, Panda now trying to retreat back here. What is going on? Panda sitting at level 5, nearly level 6. Archmage shows up to the party, gonna go ahead and try and shut down this Tree of Life, as this Tree of Life could end up getting, or Tree of Eternity could end up getting taken down as well. All right, Arcane or Goblin Shredder from ThundeR defending against all of these tree ants once more, as this base does end up falling. Staff, or nope, not staff, mass teleport underway, trying to find everything and trying to be everywhere at all at once, as the Keeper of the Grove is attempting to escape. There's a Breath of Fire. We could be looking at a Staff of Preservation. There it is. And then a Staff of Teleportation in order to regroup once again. Keeper of the Grove. Well, a Keeper of the Grove. Oh, Staff. Oh, Teleport. If it had hit the farm, it would have been enough. Instead, landed on the Peasant, and the Keeper of the Grove able to retreat and run away. Now, we are looking at Tree of Eternity, also entangling this gold. My hand code of watching new product 4 years. Just want to say thanks. Awesome work. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in, as a Breath of Fire hits Druid of the Claw. Even in Druid mode, that damage is going to stick a bit longer, as Breath of Fires are being exchanged. ThundeR hoping to get more Breath of Fire. There's Earth, Storm, and Fire out here onto the battlefield. There's another bear getting taken down, as a Cyclone picks up that Brewmaster, who's now at level 6. Earth, Storm, and Fire. ThundeR could use the ultimate ability as well. Does he realize that he has a level 6 Panda? Yes, he does. And now we have so much Earth, Storm, and Fire just out here on the battlefield. Archmage is still surviving here. What is going on, as that is going to be the game? ThundeR outlasting his opponent, really with the help of the additional resources, mining 8,000 more gold, almost 8,000 more gold after upkeep, to keep a larger army. Remine was much more efficient and could have perhaps won, but the economic advantage from that third base just proved to be too much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.